So you guys can see it's having a check engine light. So I've seen this issue before, and it's complaining about the oxygen sensor. So the oxygen sensor there, I've got another oxygen sensor. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna show you which of the oxygen sensor that is complaining of. So if you have this problem, just go ahead and get it replaced. And the problem should be gone. The thing you have to understand about the oxygen sensor is that the oxygen sensor is not designed to last forever. Let me shut this car down. Most car oxygen sensors last 60,000 miles. So after 60,000 miles, it will start throwing trouble code. When it starts throwing trouble code, it means it has exhausted its life expectancy, so you need to have it replaced. Then the good thing about this 307 is this 307. The good thing about the 307 oxygen sensor, especially the upstream oxygen sensor, is that it's very simple, more like Honda and some other Toyota to replace. And when you open the engine, it's sitting right in front of you. So how do you replace it? First thing first, you need to start the car and let the engine warm up, just like I did. When the engine warm up to full operating temperature, then it's time for you to come over here and get your hands dirty. So why do you need to warm up the engine? Because most oftentimes this thing here, it gets stuck to that manifold, and when it gets stuck to that manifold, you're gonna be struggling very hard to actually lose it out from here. But when you allow the engine to really heat up, it's not even bad. It's not just heating up to operating temperature. You can drive it around and drive it so that the manifold can get heated up real hot, right? When it heated up real hot, then you got a green light. You got a green light to go. The second thing is you come over here and grab this guy here. Grab this guy on the red tab here and pull it up. Yeah, it's not like pulling up in your new whip to impress your homies. Now you pull it up, you see how it is. Still need to pull it up more. You're supposed to do this with two hands. I'm doing it with one hand because I'm a Superman. Now you see how it is now. So at this point, this guy gets off. Now what you need to do now next is to get the socket, the oxygen sensor socket, right in here and lose it out. So let me go and grab one quickly, and let's lose this one out and get in a new one. Okay guys, here is a new one which I got from the parts store, and it's exactly the one for this very car here. For Peugeot, I want you to look very well and make sure that you get the right one, the right fit for your car. Why am I saying that? If you get a one for 307 or 307 into 407, there's going to be consequences. If you get the one for 407 or 406 into any of you crossfit any of them, there's going to be consequences. There's going to be huge fuel consumption. So now you can see this one here is exactly the same thing. I want to keep this aside, and if you want to replace this, you'll be getting this hard notch guy, and sometimes it might not do the work, but it might do the work. Like here, you just need to wear it into the place and roll onto it. Now this is where things get a little bit nasty, right? Because at this point, this guy will not shift, so we'll be needing to use 10 to lose this up, to lose this heater shield up. When you lose that up, then we go ahead. And for the update, when you get this, you need to be getting a 3/8 ratchet and extension, which you're gonna fit in here to actually lose it up. So let me go get 10, lose this up, get this one up, lose this one, get the other one inside there, get the brand new one inside it there. Then that is done. Okay, here I've got a 10. So let me lose it up. Lose this fish shade up. Let's go ahead and take off this here shade. Get out of the way. Okay, at this point here, it's becoming a little bit harder, but I've never done this before, but I know you can't get this, you can't get way past beyond this. You don't want to go ahead and start losing out the okay, even if we don't want to take it down, at this point where it is right now, if you stretch it out like this, then it's okay too, because it has given us the free space to actually go ahead and get it loosed up. So we come over here and insert it. Now you see it got in right there. We get this one in place. Have to force it to avoid any damage. Now just tap it a little bit. I tapped it here. And here you go. I'm gonna keep this camera one place and use the 2 hands. When I lose it out, I'll show you. Okay, it's not getting loose easily, so you have to apply some oil there. And you can see it's heating up and getting it down into the place where it's supposed to go. So if you sip in between the thread because I've not loosed it before, then it will ease it off for it to be losing easily. But if it doesn't, you have to drive the car just like I told you before. Drive it for some hours. Drive it for some hours and let this guy here heat up real red. And when it does that, you can remove this guy here and try to lose it while it's still hot. And it's gonna lose up. But if you allow it to cool down, it's gonna get really sticky as it is right now and getting very hard to lose up. But you might need to employ some breaker bar extensions to actually lose it up. And if you don't have a breaker bar, you can find a long pipe like this to support, to put into it and try. All right.